Oh no. What happened? Hello everyone, this is the Marshmallow here, and welcome to Minecraft. What? You're not playing Dead by Daylight today? That's right, because we have friends who are comfy with, the spook games. So we're gonna chill today, we're gonna vibe. So one moment while I get the streamy up. Hello everyone, this is my little friend. I look like a little bit like a lesbian, but I just really like how the outfit looks. So, sup? How are you? Welcome to my home. I'm going to be showing you my world today. This is a realm, so if you're kind, there's a Discord below, and I may allow you into this wonderful place. I'm not used to this view mode, so like, oh dear lord. Oh dear lord. So, I need to share the link with this channel. With my friend. Oh, and then the kawaii is coming on. So let me change the view back to my correct area. So this is my realm world of Destronia. Now, if you don't know, Destronia is the name of the first ever original world that I had created for like a story or whatever. And it's a world where all the characters in my stories hang out until they are needed or put on set again. And on set, I mean used in a story. So, this is, how about I get us started with, we'll go up to the thing. This is my teleporter pad. Poof. Welcome to the hub. This is where we go when we want to teleport somewhere. So I think, oh, there's a ravine. TG's mine, main mine. Over here is Kawaii's room. I don't know if there's an actual place to teleport to her house. Then again, it's my room. She actually lives with me. So, this is where our mascot lives. What's your name again? I don't even know. Red the Fox, and then... That's how we feed him. So this is my room. And, TGR Mag is actually the one that, makes, codes everything. That's my house over there, my area. And to get to my house, you have to jump in here, and you teleport over here. See, the hub is over there. You can look over it very clearly.
Fix it.
Oh. Right now, my kawaii has a cold sore, and it hurts, so she's...
It does not hurt, it's just annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. So over here, we have my guardian bin. They are caged for their own protection. This is my barn, where I have caged many of the animals I've captured. I dyed them. Aren't they pretty? A few of them have escaped. I think I hear a pillager? These are the horses I've captured and some llamas. I love them. Where is the pillager? And yes, I'm in creative mode right now because, well, admins are allowed to go in creative just in case. And what is this over here? Oh, that's part of Jello's area. Oh! Are you all zombies? Okay. These keep getting turned back. You're supposed to turn on at night. Howdy, Kawaii. Alright, make sure you include your audio. Everyone, I have asked Kawaii to come on because they've come up with a great idea. So, I'm reading currently a comic called Men of the Harem. It's currently on Webtoons, but I'm reading it on a different site because
Pirating.
fuck Webtoons.
Webtoons doesn't cost money. You could just do on Webtoons.
I know, but either the app glitches up on my phone and if you go on the website on the computer, it won't show you all the episodes. So, fuck that. So, I'm using First Kiss manga, and I love them.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was telling her about this wonderful series, and all of a sudden, she gets the little idea. So, Kwai, if you want to take it away.
Basically, new emperor, 2 years in, great country's flourishing. The old visors and nobles are like, you have to start a harem. And only issue, he gay. Very gay. He's also not really interested in sex, so he's like, well, and he tries to explain to them, like, and they keep cutting him off saying, just freaking get a harem. Just get some girls. And he's like, but I don't want, fine. And so, in the next few months, a king comes with his people to welcome him into rulership, and he brings this king has, at the warrior society, and like, he had like 10 daughters, 1 son. The son's kind of scrawny. He doesn't really care about being king because he knows his oldest sister will take care of it. He's like one of the baby kids. And he's like, we are appreciative of you helping our country at a time of need, especially so soon in your rulership. As thanks, you can choose any of my children as your first concubine. We would be very, very honored. And he's like, he looks straight at the nobles, and they're like, pick one of them. It's like, buff ladies, you'll love this. And he looks at the son, like, walks through, like, I'm gonna be my concubine. And the guy's like, wait, no, I'm not interested. I don't roll that way. And he's like, dude, don't lie to me. Like, fine, I do roll that way, but I'm not interested. And he's like, all you need to do is you can be as naked as you want, all the food you want, and no one can treat you like crap, or else I'll be forced to cut off their head. It's like, so I could be a little crap, you can be a little crap, all you want. All I want? Yes. Deal. And then he announced it, and I was like, wait, no, we didn't ask for this. And he's like, and all the ladies, all his sisters like, congratulations, we knew you were the best choice. And then they're glaring at the nobles like, don't you dare! This is a great honor for our brother. Don't you dare say anything.
I like how the court is like fucking. We didn't ask for this, and and the sisters are like nodding proudly, like we knew you'd make an excellent concubine, brother. Like they're so supportive. I'm all for supportive sisters. Like yes.
And the whole thing is like,
it does not matter if you make child.
Like literally, all they're glaring at the nobles who are like being irritated with it, like you're saying our brother would not be good concubine, he would not be good wife, and like we didn't say that, he'd be a great wife. We're so sure he'd be a wonderful wife. So that continues on, and within the next few weeks, they all get upset and like saying, "Are you actually interested in him, or is he just around to just to us off?" And so basically, he's like, okay, I need you to convince them that, dude, I am interested in dudes, I know we're not interested in each other, but he's like, I got this. And almost immediately, so he walks into a meeting, buck naked, flopping on the Emperor's lap, saying, oh darling, last night was spectacular. and all
Emperor.
all the old nobles, and was like looking like don't be like, oh what, you seem so interested in seeing us on our sexual activities the past 5 weeks. You don't want to see us make out now? Well, we're okay. We understand now. Like, oh really? We would make a very good example of how much we
I
love each
needed that
other.
the Emperor himself is also trying not to fucking die. I love what we did last night, and the Emperor's like, we fucking played, charades and went to fucking sleep.
No. They had a dessert buffet. Like, literally. Like, full on, he's like, trying not to die. And he's just a laughter. He's like, you do look very good. 10 out of 10, your body is. And he's like whispering to like, yes, I love my concubine. He's like, do you work out? Like, I literally just saw you inhale 5 cakes last night. He's like, you don't want to know what I do to work out.
I think I saw your jaw hinge at one point. I'm a little concerned.
And he's like, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. And he's like, I work out. He winks and he's like, his heart skips a beat a little bit. It's like, you're gonna kill me here. Second concubine. One of his dad's war buddies was an old general. He's only in his 50s. And he's like the sexy kind of look. Like he has a little pinch of gray hair. Who's old, but looks good in like anime. I don't even know. Think humanized Megatron with like the gray hair, like the old look, but looking good, work out. He had been forcibly made to retire and was basically banned from the war strategy meetings, basically due to him not wanting to retire, and he was being disgruntled. It's like, we're not sure if you give us the right opinions due to how you were removed. And he knew about this, so he's like, hey, he put him like, would you like to be my second concubine? And he's like, immediately, he's not like disgusted or anything, he's immediately like, I always thought you thought of me as a dad, but I'm not saying I'm not interested. And he's like, no, wait, no, hold on. Dude, you're my dad's friend. Don't think anyone exists. And in fact, all they do is be half naked, and you can come with me to the war meetings. He's like, but they won't let me. He's like, a retired general can't go to the war meetings. And my concubines can waltz in any meeting I'm in at any time they want. And he's like,
Are you trying to hit on me? Like, no, I'm trying to give you a way back in, sir.
And he's like, because like I do admit you have grown up pretty well. Like, he's like, Derek, please.
I hope you know, if you agree to this, I'm not going to hold back. And the Emperor is like, are you gonna make me regret this?
And the Emperor's like
Fuck it,
22.
we'll do it.
The Emperor is 22, by the way. When he turned 20, he was crowned as Emperor. And he's like, he's like, just, okay, but he's like, you just have to dress the part, okay? He's like, I got this. And it seems though he's only seen him in like armor and like baggy clothes and everything. And the next war meeting, he's like, so who's your new concubine? Like, he should be here any minute. And they're like, oh god, not another dude. And in walks in wearing almost nothing. He barely has a tiny little split skirt. And he's like showing off his buffness, and he's like, the Emperor's dying. He is dying. He's like, oh my god, he's buff. What the frick? And like, he's the general. Like, and he's like, no, I'm his concubine. And he's full on like Dom mode, and the Emperor's like, I brought you in for help, and you're not helping.
Don't worry, darling. I'll make sure this is well taken care of. Lord have mercy, officer, please.
Like, he's full on like, don't look. The third one was basically, honestly, he was a well-known prostitute, and he got arrested for prostitution, and he felt bad. So he's like, I'll make him my third concubine. He's like, so you're gonna make me screw you too? And but like, he looks to the other two, who's like, how many times has he done you? And he's like, The first one's like 0. I just eat all day, and they're like, I've been trying, but no, so far no luck. And he's like, Derek. And also, I'm like, so wait, you have concubines, but you don't have sex with them? And he's like, no. And he's like, so I could be around here, get paid, have as many fancy clothes as I want, basically the life that I want without having to have sex with people. And he's like, yeah, go for it. As long as you're not like, trying to buy a kingdom. I mean, I don't care. And he's if this is a story, I swear to God, at some point they're all gonna try to seduce the Emperor, and the Emperor's just be like, I'm good, I promise.
No, I needed that, at first they all are like kind of like laughing it off, but they all genuinely start to care for each other. Some of them, like maybe one of them actually starts feeling romantic for the Emperor, and the Emperor is just like, I'm very sorry. If you want to leave, I will help you, like, start the life you want, but I am not in that way.
The Emperor is gay, but he feels bad about, with a concubine, which they're expected to do. And he doesn't want to be that stereotype. Because he remembers how, apparently he was the only blood child of the Emperor. And it was with a concubine who he had ignored. So he doesn't want to... The only way he became Emperor is, even though he wasn't technically with the actual Empress, is because he's the only blood child. Which I'm really concerned, like that's how monarchies work. You could be stupid, but as long as you're blood, you're in the lineup. And so, finally, the fourth concubine is a war prisoner. He's from the one of the enemy kingdoms, and basically as a it's basically saying like a peace treaty, like here's our child, as long as you have him, we will not attack because you will have leverage against us. Basically, kind of like we end the war, and it was one of the elder sons, and it's basically think Demon King, but war prisoner. And he comes in and he's like, here's your newest concubine, because they were some of their daughters, and they found out that he was only had male concubines with this and the son. And he's like, yo, what up? And he's like, he goes up to this guy who's growling at him like, I just want you to know I'm really uncomfortable with this, but I'm gonna smile and act like I'm thankful that you're here. He's like, so where would you have me? At your home country? And then he has to introduce him to the other concubines. And the general who had been fighting this against this guy's parents for like beforehand, he's like, seriously? He's like, I didn't ask for this either. His parents basically demanded it just so that we'd be even Stevens. And he's like, what do I have to do here? And he's like, look pretty. Castle is free to use. Ask the chef if you need anything. I'm gonna go because I feel awkward. I kind of really wanted. I don't know who would actually be the main love interest. Enemy king's son basically asked him, so what would you do if you actually fell in love with someone else here? Like, set up a wedding? What? And then he looks at the general like, what am I supposed to say?
I needed that maybe, like, he's allowed to go out into the streets, and that's when he meets like a cute little stall boy who's just selling fruits, and
I
that's who he truly wants.
no, I honestly, if I had to, because all my dark characters, I usually put them with someone like you, because you like the dark tall boys.
Hmm.
But he's straight. The enemy son is totally straight. He was only said because the emperor is gay.
Maybe there's a maid in the castle that, assists him a lot, and they just grow close.
And the emperor notices this and specifically signs her. He finds out the head maid was putting herself across the castle so she would not cause issues between the emperor and his concubines. So he goes up to her right for the head maid. All the man's like, you are assigned to my concubine number 4. And she's like, which one was the hot one with the black hair?
The hot one!
And he's like, and of course, like, the old general, his name's now Derek, was sort of like, am I not the hot one? And he looks at him like, no, you're the sexy one.
You're the experienced one.
And he's like, you're the one who actually interested me, won't leave me alone. And he's like, he just winks like, I've never given up on a battle before.
Stop it!
Like, Derek.
Please.
Also, first concubine and ex-prostitute concubine fall in love.
Yes, I'm for this.
And so basically, Dark Boy and the maid fall in love. And they're like, oh, but I'm not even part royalty. And then like, so the emperor's like, I can give you a title. Like, what do you want to be?
I could never ask for that. That's
Count?
she's Duchess.
Like, and they look up like, there's a dukedom that needs like. And listen, like, would you mind being a duke? I mean, there's a dukedom that needs. I've been looking for like a good noble takeover. I mean, you are royalty.
And like the prince is just like, fuck it, sure. Is it near the woods?
And he's like, yeah, it's in the North Territory.
Fuck it, yeah, let's go. And he just
And,
picks up the
and he
starts walking
and
out.
the,
He's like, wait, we haven't get done the scheduling.
and then he looks at the maid like, are you good with the cold? Because it's kind of cold out there.
I love the cold.
Okay, then you'll be fine. Bye.
And all of a sudden, the princess is like, it gives us more reason to snuggle. And I'm like, and she's like, calm. Because the only time this boy is soft and not snarling and not full of rabies is when he's with his wifey.
And he actually, and they're like, he cannot take over the dukedom because it's supposed to go to the next, like the second in line of royalty. And so,
well, guess what? I'm his only child, bitches.
and so the emperor's like, but I'm an only child. Because if he had a younger sibling, they would have been taking over the dukedom. So what he does some rearranging. And he's like, okay, you're now my adopted brother. And then all the nobles are like, wait, like, this also gives you a pass to come into the castle whenever the frick you want. And they're like, wait, like, also you can take over the dukedom, it's now yours. No transferring necessary. And like, wait, you asked for this.
Y'all made it difficult. I made it even more difficult.
And the maid's like, now has a ring on her finger. Like, what does this mean? Like, technically you'd be a princess / duchess.
Oh dear. And she's just like, I don't know how to deal with this. And the prince is just like, it's okay.
And the ex-prostitute and the first concubine's like, we want to get married. Like, okay, we have to find you a place to live, because technically once you get married, you can't live here. And the prostitute like,
all of a sudden the duke is like, we can take him.
And they're like, no, we want to live on our own. So besides, the prostitute was like, I can't handle the cold. And but I do know you have a summer place. And he's like, which one? You want the Crystal Palace? And he's like, would that be a problem? And he's like, I guess not. And the old advisor's like, please stop. And it's like, I mean, go for it. Take the Crystal Palace. That's your wedding present.
Oh no.
And they're like, but that's for royalty. And he looks at the first concubine like, you were a prince before you got here, right? He's like, yeah, royalty.
Also, they're still my concubines. I just married them to each other. They're just, not fucking me.
And they're like, sir.
I'm the fucking emperor. I make the rules. These concubines are now married, and they please me through being married and happy.
Okay, so now he's 24. And they're saying, well, now that you're turning 25 and you're almost out of concubines, you have to get married. So who are you going to freaking marry now? And he immediately looks to Derek, who has finally seduced him a couple months ago, and is looking at him with looking at him eagerly. You can see his tail wagging, like, he's like,
That man's a hoe, and I'm gonna make him my wife.
Derek is a very gentleman man. He just has more experience than others. He's like, I mean, if someone decided to just bow on one knee and give me a ring, and they're like, well, you're supposed to, and Derek immediately zooms up, ring ready. And he's like, you knew I had a ring, didn't you? Like, you're not very subtle. And like, please, you need to have children. Like, you okay with adopting? I'm very okay with adopting. We're adopting. And then he's like, well, actually, we could just say that the next ruler will be my adopted brother's child, which would make the child of the maid and the now duke child automatically the next ruler. Because technically he would be next in line of royalty since the emperor and Derek could not have children, biological children. Are you listening?
Yes.
Imagine them going up like they're married and they're asking like a year later, like, so what are you gonna do about children? They have to be part of the royalty bloodline. Like, well, he's my brother now, and he's only in the bloodline. And she's like, okay, so when you two have kids, one of the firstborn or whoever you decide will be the next ruler. Which will also be a good treaty and peacekeeping between our country and his country. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm just getting stuff ready for
Oh.
work.
But so I can just imagine your maid character being like, so here's the thing. You made me basically a princess. You made me a duchess, and now you're saying my child will be the next ruler of this country?
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I went from like, a maid to princess to now the mother of the future ruler. When I don't even have a child,
And
can I adopt?
he's like, just give us a little bit.
Okay.
No, like the Duke, which is the dark person's like, we'll have a child. But he just smiles.
So do we want to tell everyone about our other story idea?
I mean, you
Evil
can.
counterparts.
No, I don't want to read about to people.
Alright.
Personal.
My controller batteries are low. That's so sad. Alexis, play Despacito. One moment.